Okay, we are sorry for the difficulties, for the technical difficulties. You are supposed to hear me now. Please tell me if that isn't the case. Yay, with sound. So, let's see who we have in the chat. SP, LA met with JT with a funny comment. Jeez, you've got to sleep. Oh, what's the point? Mathis, Curly Q, who had a very thoughtful comment on my video interview with Green Room. Mathis the legend, big ass gold watches, the leads. Marcelo time, Boker Tov. Huff on Smash, good to see you. Hey Huff, you wanna hop on, talk some music? If you wanna, you're more than welcome. So to be honest, guys, I call this stream Disomnia because I cannot sleep. I've been having sleeping problems as of late. I cannot fall asleep. I just lay, stare at the ceiling, and poof, nothing happens. And even if I take a pill, it doesn't really help. Shalom this, shalom Mr. P. Yeah, it's a tough situation, guys. Sleep is essential for the human body. I'm fiked. What can I tell you? Actually, I sent the link to Green Room. Thought maybe he would like to do an extended interview and give his extended account of the events, but he's not responding. Curly Q asks, "This, are you sleeping during the day at all?" Yes, I do. I sleep during the day. Um, Sometimes I sleep during the night, but not tonight. So that's why I'm here streaming to you. I was curious how many people are still awake and looking for a stream to hop on. The main ones are behind us. Big Al say, I don't think he's coming on any of Archie's shows anymore, sadly. Actually, Archie gave me permission to get him on the dungeon, so he might come on the dungeon. Curly Q2, how was your sleeping before you came back on social media? Well, it was pretty shitty, but it wasn't as shitty as now. I was very depressed. I went to sleep at 8 p.m. every night. Yeah. Georgie's 1978. I just saw Timmy in DC3. Did you ask for an autograph? No, seriously. What did you what were they doing? What are they doing? I didn't see them streaming or anything. Yeah, so what can I tell you guys? It's hard. It's hard. Send money now. Send money now. I'm just kidding. You don't send me the money anyway. The money is for Archie. Georgie's 1978. No, I was eating, just walking around. Timmy has camera. Yes, Timmy doesn't go anywhere without a camera. He is a filmmaker. Antonio Napolitano. This congratulations on your first paid job hosting the live stream, and congratulations on getting your life back on the track. You're looking really good. Anthony, thank you so much. I would love to agree with you, but the fact that currently it's 9 a.m. and I'm making a stream after a sleepless night is a little bit contradicting. At least it's Saturday, not that this matters because I'm unemployed right now. But anyway, thank you for the kind and warm words. So, as I said, Mr. P asks, what kind of pill are you taking for sleep? I've taken, and I'm taking a pill named Botizolam. It's a strong benzodiazepine. Let me show you just a sec. Let me show you the pill Botizolam. I'm taking this pill. Wait, seeing it. What am I doing? Sorry, guys, I'm a little out of it. I'm a little. Wait, what am I doing? Sorry, guys, I'm a little. The pill is affecting me. So yeah, there it is. This is the pill that I'm taking. It's it's a small photo. Anyway, it's Botizolam is a sedative, hypnotic, whatever. I don't like pills. I don't like taking pills. I don't like taking, especially benzodiazepines, because they are not good for your health. They can get addictive, and you can abuse them, and you get dependent on them, and you need to go to rehab. And I'm just taking this for a short time. I'm hopefully I'm not gonna get addicted to this shit. Bob NYC says, "Don't give up this. You succeed with time." Thank you so much. I hope I will. Anthony Napolitano says, "It's hard this, but keep punching. It's not your fault there is such a big time difference between Israel and the US." Yeah, that's at least I can get in touch with the Aussies, right? Curly Q says, "This whether you sleep during the day or not, or at night makes no difference as long as you get sleep. There's no such thing as a normal sleep routine where you're unemployed. If lifestyle keeps you busy, good." Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, live stream does keep me busy. I'm happy to help here at the dungeon. I hope that I can interest you and entertain you. Night Diver says, "I've struggled with insomnia for years with no meds. I hate pills. I wish all the besties." Thank you so much. Thank you. I wish you the same. I had big issues with Valium a few years back and never will go back. Yeah, Valium is a strong benzodiazepine. It can get you hooked and you can get dependent on it. It's very relaxing and can get you to sleep, but it's bad news. Bad news. Big hours, golden watches. Getting out and exercising for sleep time helps you sleep. Yeah, Big Al. Thank you for that tip, but I'm aware of it. But to be completely honest with you, I'm just, I'm not there, man. I don't have the mental capacities to get up and move myself and start doing exercise. I'm depressed. I'm very depressed. Uh, uh, not crying about it or anything, but life has been shit to me for the past 1 year since October 2021, and it's not getting any better. So I'm kind of you know don't have energy to do shit. Often smash, free green room. Yeah, I really hope. Oh, hey, what's up?
What's up, Dis?
I'm okay. How are you?
I'm good. How you doing, man?
I'm just pulling an all nighter.
Your sleeping schedule still messed up?
Oh, it's fucked up. It's foo bar.
It's FUBAR?
Yeah.
When was the last time your sleeping schedule was good, would you say?
Actually, it was maybe 2 months ago. Like it was. I went to sleep, at
Uh-huh.
10, 11, and woke up at 7, 8.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. I guess it's the it's the live streams that fucked it up.
Yeah. Yeah, these live streams can kind of get in the way. And I'm like you, I have sleeping issues too. Like my body naturally just stays up all night. Um,
Mm-hmm.
it's just fighting
Mm-hmm.
against it is so hard, you know?
And do you take something for it?
No, I don't. I just try to power through. I have a really bad sleeping schedule. I'll go to sleep around like 2 a.m. and then I wake up around 7:30 for work, and then I'll take a nap
Mm-hmm.
around like 5:30 and then I get back up around like 7 or 8 and work some more. So my schedule isn't
Mm-hmm.
very good either.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I see. It's like 2 a.m. for you now. No, oh no, probably.
It's
What
early.
you?
It's only 11. It's early.
Oh, you're in the West Coast.
I'm on the West Coast, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Just Dodger, you have your friends here for you. This. Thank you so much, Dodger. Why don't you hop on? We would love to have a chat. Um. So what's up? What are you up to? It's Friday night. Do you go
It's
out?
No, I didn't. I stood in tonight. I'm just hanging out. I'm tired. This week has been long. There's so much drama in the watch community.
Yeah.
I'm jealous you got the exclusive interview with Green Shroom.
Yeah, it was really, it was a scoop, man. Although I'm pretty disappointed because he was evading a lot of questions.
I know he wasn't you couldn't get him serious for a second, and that's sad.
Yeah,
I'm
which
gonna
was
message him.
yeah, you do that.
I'm gonna get him
Uh,
on here right now. I'm gonna say get on the diss stream.
yeah, man, if you can do that, that would be great. If you can persuade him to join, He's welcome here. Archie told me get him on the dungeon. So if we can get him here, that would be great. Um, he but I was happy to see him, joking and happy. So that means he was in good spirits, despite not giving us what we want for information. You know.
Yeah, I'm just glad he was safe. You know,
Yeah,
that
yeah,
night
for
could have ended
sure.
really bad. So I'm just glad he was
Hmm.
safe.
Hmm. Um, are you texting him?
Yeah, I just messaged him right now. Hopefully he jumps on.
Okay, yeah, let's hope. I messaged him also. Maybe peer pressure will help.
Yeah, probably. So Dis, what's the state of the collection right now? What's your watch collection looking like?
Um, well, my state of the collection is I have a Rolex 16710 GMT Master Coke.
You do? You still have it?
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
good, good. Nice.
I have a Tudor Black by 58 Black.
Very nice.
I have a pre-bond Seamaster 200 meters. Do you know those?
Yes, I've seen they have the funky bracelet.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It looks
Very
like a
cool.
Nautilus bracelet.
It's nice. It's a very nice watch.
Yeah, yeah. It's very unique. You don't see them a lot.
Yeah, you don't.
And
I'm happy you kept the GMT though, Dis.
well, yeah. To be frank, it's still on the market, but no buyers, no interest. It's a bad time to sell.
It's a horrible time to sell. You gotta, if anything, it's a good time to inquire if you have a relationship with an AD. Right now is a good time to walk in there and start asking for stuff.
Yeah. Well, Forbin Colossus, he made it, but rumor has it that he killed a guy on the way
Hmm.
home by projectile vomiting.
That's good. What time is
uh,
it in Brisbane right now?
let's see,
Oh,
Brisbane time. It's 4 p.m.
okay. I'm surprised they're not streaming right now. I wonder what they're doing.
Eating probably.
Yeah, that's true.
Justin Ford says your pills are telling you to sleep. The blue light from your computer tells you this morning. Circadian rhythm, hence the reason for conflict. Research this. Yeah, I'm aware of that. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'll sleep later. Um,
You know it doesn't. You're not smoking weed anymore, right, Dis?
no, I've stopped smoking weed in October of last year when I admitted myself to a mental hospital because of.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and I also stopped smoking cigarettes.
You did? That's good. How long has it been? A year for cigarettes too?
It's been since January.
Oh, that's good. That's a long time, Dis.
Hey, off!
What up?
Hoff, what's up, man?
How are you guys?
What a nice surprise!
Yeah, you got me out of bed when I seen Lolex join and you guys started talking. It's funny, Lolex, I have the same sleep issues where I can't sleep or I don't sleep a lot during the nighttime and sometimes you'll fall asleep at like 5 to 7 hours and then you're screwed for the rest of the night and it's what I'm dealing with today.
I know it sucks, but I don't know if you get this too, but you work during the day, like you work like an 8 to 4, and then at the end of the day, you don't want to just like you want to use the nighttime too. You want to
Yeah.
relax, watch movies and stuff. So
Yeah, I typically work anywhere depending on like if I have early meetings, but I'm usually like I'll go to the office and hold office hours from like 11 to 7 a little later cuz I usually do my morning calls at home. And
right.
and then when I come home, I'll eat dinner and just crash and then I'll wake up like 10 o'clock or 11 and I'm like I'm so fucked.
I know it sucks, but like I kind of like it because like
Yeah.
man, I get to hang out, I get to watch movies. It's great.
I don't think we're going to get green room by the way.
Really?
Why
Yeah,
not?
I was chatting with him a little earlier. I think he needs some time away from the dungeon.
Okay.
Sorry to be the bearer of bad news.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I didn't. I mean,
I was trying to urge him to let's do a rebel stream or like a rogue stream earlier this evening.
He should. He's got back on
I
the
know.
horse.
I know. I figured it would have been fun, but I
Let me
think
get your
maybe you
guys'
need some
opinion.
time.
Let me get your guys' opinion. Am I the only one that thinks Tim and Archie are overreacting?
Oh my god, please. I'm so sickened by
yeah.
both of them, the way they're handling this. And you
Come
know,
on.
shout to Dis, and this is why I wanted to come on here to give Dis credit. Like what Tim's whole like fake shocked and like how appalled he is attitude that he was doing on the stream the other day when Green Room was asking the tough questions. Like, did he get home? Does anyone know? Is he okay? Like, is he arrested? Is he in the hospital? Like, I felt like they so missed the bigger picture there. And it seemed like the second Green Room reported he was safe, you know, out came the shtick.
I
Yeah.
felt, yeah. I
It
felt a
just
little
bums
bad.
me out because honestly, like, looks, I think you've been watching, and but this as well. Like, we've all been watching these streams to know what a key point Green Room was there for Arch when he was kind of in his darkest hour and most vulnerable, and then, you know, for something like this, a drunken night that he kind of got goaded into to blow it all up, it just depresses me.
Well, sorry, and I know you got a super chat to read here, Dis, but one of the things that I've noticed, or at least I think, I apologize, I think Green Room plays a big part in Archie's channel, and I think
Hey,
it was
Dodger.
a huge mistake to get
Sorry
rid of
to
him.
say.
Just my
Yeah,
opinion. But hey,
I
Dodger.
mean, he's producing
Yeah.
behind the scenes on most of the shows.
Dude, that wrestling match you guys did, gold.
Yeah, no,
was
and you know how
hilarious.
many hours he put into that?
God,
Even his Dodger dossier. It looked like he
Fantastic. I mean, everything spot
Right?
on.
right.
The last
Like
show was great. I think that's only one thing I'd argue. I mean, you have the rest spot on.
he
Did a great job. A great job.
Yeah, you can't argue with the work and creativity that he brings to the streams.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So
Wait,
it'll be so amazing.
Lolex, can you answer the question? The
sure.
super chat?
So Curly Q $5, Lolex. What's the reason you took a break from the live stream since there's nobody to interrupt you? Reason I took a break was I don't even really know how to say it. I don't want to say someone was doxing me, but someone kind
No,
of.
you had a little bit of a stalking issue.
I had a stalking issue. Someone kind of threatened me over a social media platform. I started getting things in the mail. It was becoming a little much, so I took a break for everything to calm down, and yeah, now I'm back. Maybe it was
Okay.
a mistake to come back, but we'll see.
Well, we're glad to have you
Okay.
back, Lolex.
Thank you.
It's nice to see you back, Alex.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes.
Hope everyone calms
Morning,
down.
this. Hello, Rolly. Hello.
Hey, Chunga.
Hello, Jonga. Good to see you. Good man. Let's see what Boston Collector is saying. I think Archie is tired and depressed, and Green Room was annoying him for a few days prior. Green Room's drunken behavior was over the line, but I think that Archie had problems with his behavior prior. That seems pretty.
I think that's 100%. I think it's 100% what happened.
Yeah.
I mean, if you've been following the streams as of late, there was some animosity from both sides. You know, Green Room was always like, Archie, shut the fuck up, shut the fuck up, shut the fuck up, and Archie was like,
well,
Green
you know
Room,
what it is.
you have
I
to do
think
something.
Green Room takes his cues from Bear, and sometimes tries to play that role. And I think there's, you know, feedback and a style of feedback that Archie will tolerate from Bear, but certainly won't tolerate it from Green Room. And I think that's where sometimes Green Room gets his signals crossed.
Yeah, that's. Did you guys see the last photo of the Green Room before the incident?
No.
Which I've seen so many, I don't know the chronological order.
Just can you
This
pull
is
it
the
up?
one.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Look at those eyes.
Oh, that's great. Yeah.
This
Oh, the Reverend's joining us.
the eyes of a madman. Oh, hello,
Oh,
plastic.
plastic.
Oh,
Hey guys, how are
I'm a
you?
senior dungeoneer.
Just want to say hello and hope everyone's well.
Yeah, we're good, plastic. We're good,
You
man.
guys going to be streaming for a while longer, or are you wrapping it up?
No, we just started. We're gonna be here for like 1 more hour.
Okay, well if it's okay with you guys, I might drop in shortly if that's all right.
Sure.
That'd be amazing.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Right.
No problem.
Enjoy the show, guys, and I'll see you soon.
See
We
you,
need a
plastic.
hot
Yeah.
take from you on the
Yeah.
current situation.
I want to hear plastic's
Yeah,
point of
I've
view.
got a few ideas there, but I'll keep that up my sleeve for now. I'll talk to you soon.
All right, bud.
See you guys.
See ya.
Yeah.
Hey, one of the reasons I hopped on, because I know Dish, you're struggling and went to sleep. When I retired, it was one of the most difficult things for me to deal with because I wasn't working. I became a bit sedentary. I started, just sitting in the house and not moving and not exercising. Then my sleep patterns got all messed up by staying up, watching films, being on the streams. You just need to get out now. I know it's a struggle to get motivation, but one of the things you might be able to do, just an idea, is people at times need their dogs walking. If you put an advertisement in saying you're a dog walker, you're going to meet some hot chicks, that's for sure. Yeah, you're going to take these dogs out. You're going to get some exercise. And then if it's the right kind of dog, then the hot chicks are going to come up and talk to you about what a wonderful dog you have. Yeah? So it's a bit of a win-win. If you could get yourself into this dog, plus you can earn some corn, maybe not a lot of money, but earn some money every time you walk the dog. It's got to be a win-win, hasn't it? You get exercise.
Dog walkers make some solid coin here in New York.
Money.
Yeah.
And it's just something casual. Just do it as and when you feel like doing it. Just put an ad in a local corner shop. Or in your local rag, your local newspaper.
Like this, for example, I think our dog walker, I'm pretty sure, is like $18 for 15 minutes, $22 for a half an hour, and then if you want like a 45, it's 25 or 26. But just think about if you're making walk 2 half-hour sessions, you're $50 an hour. That's great money.
Yeah,
And not to mention, like a lot of times it is nice to get outside. You meet the dogs. A lot of the dogs are cool. They're excited to see you because they're stuck in an apartment, and it's just good energy all around.
Yeah, that's a good idea. That's actually
I like that idea, Dodger. And there's no upstart costs, right? All you got to do is print the flyers. Yeah.
Yeah, and I love dogs. Dogs will make you feel good.
Me too.
Yeah, I had dogs.
Introduce you to chicks.
Yeah, the chicks. Yeah, the chicks. Yeah, good idea. Thank you. Think about it. Dodger, you are in the UK, right?
Yeah, I'm in UK. It's a bit of a different view to a dungeon.
Yeah.
Where are you typically based, Dodger? In Poland, I thought?
I have been, but I am now toying with the idea of coming back to the UK. That's why I'm selling this property in the UK. This is like a rental.
Ah, got it.
But we're just having to empty stuff out of. But yeah, we're thinking about coming back to the UK, just keeping the place by the lake in Poland.
Nice. Yeah, it's beautiful spread.
The big place is just too much work now. It's 3.5 hours to cut the grass on the tractor. It's just
I seen when I look at that property and it looks very well manicured. I always wonder, is that you handling all the work, because it looks great and I know how much hard work that is.
Yeah, it is hard work for both of us now. So I need 2 hip replacements, so it's getting worse and worse.
Yeah. Boston Collector. Archie's lost control of his channel. He's no longer the main person on the channel on a nightly basis, and he allows a circus of people. He's losing money every show, adding no new viewers. Well, I'll tell you, I think Boston brought up a key point the other night where, when there is a collection of people that are on there and they're all kind of talking about random things, it is hard to kind of get new viewers into it because some of the characters you really got to know to care or understand or want to hear what they're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
But I definitely can see that point there.
I wonder what it means by circus characters, though. You know.
Well, I think there's
Uh,
some colorful characters like your Ross Rachel Brady guy. He's one of the more interesting and peculiar characters.
We always talk
I've
about
seen.
people like our Reverend Plastic and
Yes,
other
yes.
characters.
Right.
Buffaris maybe needs to
Yeah.
come back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Farce is always great. Oh my god, that stream where he checked Diego was phenomenal.
Oh God! Yeah.
Diego's such a sweetheart too. Like he takes it so serious.
Yeah, you don't want to mess with Buffaris. You don't want to mess with Buffaris.
No,
Frank
clearly.
B, I have no idea who invented hummus. I'm sorry, no idea. Yeah,
I think
somebody
that
in
was
the middle.
Marcelo. I think that's Marcelo, isn't it? That's got to be
Yeah.
Marcelo.
I've seen him make hummus several times on stream. How's
Yeah.
he doing? Do you guys keep in touch with him? He
Marcelo?
seems to be a little. Yeah, he seems to be a little.
Yeah,
off the loop these days.
Yeah, he's constantly texting.
He was on the
really?
artist stream. He was on
Oh,
the
was
artist
he?
stream.
Yeah, I fell
Yeah.
asleep today before, like in the beginning of it.
Flake the snake started giving Marcelo shit in the stream. He was like saying like, listen, you don't need to say how you say before you say anything. Just say it. Because you know Marcelo, anytime he's talking, he goes, how you say it. He's like, you don't need to do that. Just say it. Just say
Flake's
it.
an interesting guy.
Yeah, he was also like complaining about his giggling, which was a little bit. I think. I mean, he giggles. What can you do?
Yeah, it's a nervous tick he does.
Yeah, I mean, what can you do? Yeah. Flake was laying it to everyone. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I think
This
that's
Flake
what
guy.
he, that's his whole shtick, right? To go to dress everyone down and start to,
Yeah, his shtick is
commenting
like
on that.
to analyze people without filters. Like you are this and you are this and you're this and the guy does this everything while having a huge cock as his avatar.
I know, that's the most disturbing part of the whole thing. You're getting dressed down by this huge cock.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does take your focus away a little bit, doesn't that icon? It came on the dungeon. I didn't know who it was. You see, I just saw this massive cock, and I thought, "No way, I'm putting you on it."
And Boston brings up a great point. He doesn't even own any watches or like give a shit about watches too. So it's just funny how he got hooked in there. Yeah,
It's
no,
just
I've
there for
heard him
shits
say
and
it.
giggles.
Yeah, I've definitely heard him say it.
Yeah, he said he doesn't like watches. He just just likes the community.
I think that's really telling about what's going on with Archie's channel and Tim's channel. They don't talk about watches anymore.
Right. So he's just getting these like random characters that just want to like interact with everything. And I think that's what Boston's talking about when he's referring to the circus. That's what it's become. It's like Howard Stern had the Whack Pack. It's almost like this cast of broken toys that, come on the stream. Everyone has their unique persona or thing that they bring to the table. I'll always have a soft spot for Mike the Snake. I know he can be a little long-winded in some stories, but he's definitely seems like a sweetheart. And I always enjoy his point of view because there's a guy who's really lived life. I think someone like a Mike the Snake, you can learn a lot from if you can kind of read between the lines.
If you could sit through the length of his story.
Yeah. Yep.
I got to be honest. When JJ and Marco left, I thought Archie's channel was doomed. I was like, oh man, I don't see this one coming back. But it just kept moving along.
No, and evolving. I think Foreman hit this one on the head. Tim's always game of watches, and that's always been his move. And I totally always envisioned him as the little finger character in all of this.
What is Littlefinger?
He was like the scheming guy who ran the brothels, who was always playing people against each other.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Did anyone watch the new Dragon? All right. Did anyone watch the new? I forget what it's called. New Game of Thrones spinoff with the House of Targaryen, the Dragon show.
No, I don't. No,
I
I've
actually
never seen
just-
Game of Thrones.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Same
I'm
with
like
you, Dodger.
Yeah, last thing I watched, I've never watched the Game of Thrones. The last thing
wow.
I've been watching was Better Call Saul,
Okay.
episode 6. So I've just finished watching that. That's the only thing I've really been watching on the TV.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty
all
good.
this grass cutting.
You know what? Actually, show I just watched on Hulu that I absolutely loved. Murders in the Building with Steve Martin, Martin Short, and Selena Gomez. Sounds crazy, but if you like Steve Martin, you'll love the show. I hate Martin Short typically, and he totally won me over on this.
Selena Gomez is a fox, so I might have to check that out.
Yeah, I highly recommend it. Oh, Severance. Yeah, I've seen that one.
Smokey of Stormwind. It is doomed, I think. Been a dead channel for some time now. Just came over to unsub. See you later, guys. Okay.
Everybody said that from the beginning, even when the Rancher was on. They were like, "Oh, this channel's dead." They've always said that, and it just keeps evolving. New people come on, turns into a new thing. I'm excited to see where it goes next.
Well, that's what always keeps me entertained about it, and that's what I think is the genius about art. Sometimes he knows like how to, but I do think he's leaning back a bit more. But I always thought it was smart how he kind of opens it up and then kind of lets people take the reins here and there. But I feel like he is losing control slightly. I used to love one of my favorite segments on Arch was when he would go shopping on David SW and talk about like where the values were, because you learned so much when he was going over those watches, and he would talk about like why something's a good value, why it was overpriced, and his history of interacting with like that style of watch or things like that. I really miss those segments.
That's true. You know what I think he's missing? He hasn't gotten a new watch in I don't know how long. Well, no, that's
he
not
just
true.
got a Breguet.
True, but he hasn't covered it at all.
No, and that's really where he fell out with the dog trainer, because I think, and it was weird because that same day I was busy at work that week, because sometimes I just get busy and I don't follow the streams, and sometimes when I'm watching I'll jump on. I had gotten a call for a sermon randomly, and that same day I jumped on. I showed the sermon I had just gotten, and then Archie went to pick up his Breguet, and he was fine with it. He didn't take offense to, me unboxing. Maybe because he thought I just, randomly, it happened, and was happy I did it on his show versus Tim, because he always would give me crap that I always appear on Tim's show or do something on Tim's show and don't come on his. And then when he unboxed it, Goldberg came in and he started showing that Tiffany Blue Oyster Perpetual. And, he made one or two shots, and man, did Dog Trainer get upset.
Yeah, I haven't told Archie yet that I got that OP41, and I feel like he's going to give me shit for it now. He is not a fan of the OP line.
Oh, we got our Reverend back.
Welcome, Plastic.
Oh my god.
Welcome, Plastic.
Hello, Plastic.
Hey guys, good to see you, Alex.
Hey, what's up?
Yes, good to see you,
Sorry,
bud.
I can't sleep, man. I felt fucking awful for you, mate. I saw you in there, Insomniac and everything. I thought, mate, you poor bastard, So yeah, give you some moral support, mate. Have you tried cannabis oil without the THC, just pure oil?
No, it's difficult to acquire here in Israel.
Okay.
Even the CBD.
Yeah, just CBD.
Yeah.
I'm talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, it's difficult. It's illegal.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's messed up.
Hmm.
You poor bastard.
I know it's torturous when you can't sleep.
So plastic. What is your how are you doing? First of all,
I'm doing great. First shout out to Romac Concreting, great bunch of guys, and that's a free plug by the way. And look, also my drink of choice for a Saturday afternoon in Oz.
yeah. What's that?
We got there.
Looks like a Bud Heavy.
Bundaberg rum, red.
Oh.
Delicious.
Bunda.
Oh, very nice.
Bundaberg.
What is that?
Ah, Bundaberg.
It's a rum and coke. It's delicious.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, very nice.
Very
I'm
nice.
digging these canned cocktails I've been seeing is a new thing going on in the beverage and spirits market. At least the men get something to combat all the White Claw, right?
I don't have
true.
a straw, guys, so I'm gonna have to turn the light off. Turn the video off. Otherwise, you'll see the gross deformity that is plastic. I can't deal with that.
I know. Yeah. Turn the video off, plastic. Yeah.
I gotta be honest. I'm a little jealous that plastic has never shown his face. I wish I took this approach from the beginning.
I know
Should've
it
done
really
this.
is a smart approach.
I know. Damn it. I kept my camera
But
off
I
for a
will
long
find a fun
time.
graphic for you. Hang on, I'll find a fun graphic. Hang on.
Yeah, his avatars are always a highlight.
Oh man.
Plastic. Are you up to date with the latest happenings in the Australian tour?
It's an intriguing situation.
Yeah, I'm
Very
very
intriguing.
interested on his take on this.
I'm going to give you Ralphus. Ralphus from Bloodsucking Freaks. A wonderful little movie that I'm very fond of.
That was
Yeah.
the tattoo avatar, if I'm not mistaken,
No, that's-
right?
That's Ralphus. Tattoo. I can bring up. Tattoo is the guy from Fantasy
Yeah,
Island.
Fantasy Island. No, I know. I thought when you would come on as the tattoo character, you use that actual avatar. But
Yes,
maybe
yes, I
was
do.
mistaken.
I do.
Okay.
But this is Ralphus. He's another midget, another famous midget. He was in the movie Bloodsucking Freaks. Brilliant little movie. You can find it on YouTube. I'd love to play the. I might even play because it's on YouTube. We should be able to play whatever's on YouTube here, right? Just for.
Oh, his real name's Luis de Jesus.
You got it. Yep. Genius. Absolute comic genius.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I've definitely seen this guy in other movies.
I'm just taking the mask off so I can start drinking this beverage. Delicious.
Cheers.
Mm.
So, what
What would you like to know? Ask away. If you want my take, ask
Yeah.
me specific
Yeah.
questions.
Well,
and
I mean,
will
are
give
you
my-
aware? Did you watch the interview? Did you watch the stream? Did you watch everything?
I did.
And did you see
Okay.
the stream where Tim, Bondage, and Green Room were out drinking?
That I missed, and that is
Okay.
why I need someone who has seen that stream. Because as
Yeah,
we know in this
so
community, nobody believes anything anybody says. Apparently, you're all a bunch of doubting motherfuckers here, but that's okay. That's okay.
No, I actually seen it because it went live like just when I woke up in the morning, Thursday morning, and I was getting ready. I missed a couple spots of it, but I seen it for the most part, and I watched it again before Tim made it private. And I would say 110%. And I say this as someone who's a friend of Tim's, like he definitely pressured Green Room into doing multiple shots.
Yep.
Green Room did a shot. Diego had bought. What happened was Green Room made a joke about Diego sneaking into he wasn't vaccinated. We were saying you got to come to New York when Arch comes, and he was like, "I can't get in. I'm not vaccinated." Bondage message. Oh, why don't you sneak in through Mexico? You can fly to Mexico and sneak in across the border. And he made a joke saying it worked for Diego. That's a great idea. It worked for Diego. Why shouldn't it work for me? Right?
Great joke.
So
Great joke.
yeah.
I laughed.
So
But now I've just got to put my plastic spin on this. Okay, I know where you're going. I think I know where you're going with this, but what I want to say is this. Is sneaking in the border or crossing the border analogous with leaving Archie and heading over to the Tim Wright camp? Continue, sir.
Oh, all right. All right. I see where you're going with this. So, joking around, he apologized immediately, and sometimes Diego can get a bit sensitive. So Diego wanted to show he wasn't upset and sent super chat to buy him a shot, right?
Yep.
Green Room did the shot. Tim goes over and orders 5 shots of tequila on top of it, right? On top of the one he just did.
Yeah.
He tried to make he was saying, Green Room, these are all yours. You're doing all 5 of these. You need to do all 5. Bondage for the thank God was like, no, we're doing around ourselves, right? And then if he wants, he can do the rest. So those 3 did around the shots. So that was Green Room's second shot. And then Tim kind of pressured him to knock those 2 final 2 shots back. The last one, he had even walked away from the table where it was, and Tim followed him to another table where he was trying to get his bearings with that shot and was all but like shoving it down his throat at that point.
I did not see that.
Yeah,
That's
Now-
crazy.
and look, there's people in the chat that are co-signing that's seeing it too. And
Let's rewind
yeah,
just quickly. Now let's rewind. Okay. Let's find a situation where. Now this is a bit that intrigued me. Okay, this is a bit that came up in some of these streams. They're all melding into one. I can't actually tell you which one's which, but there was a moment.
I know it is hard.
There was a moment when somebody looked the cock, right? Genius.
Yep.
This guy's a fucking genius. The cock made the
I
observation.
knew you would like him. Yeah, go on.
Fucking genius. He made the observation. He takes me back to me and Solve working back last year.
I actually thought he was you at first, like he was one of your characters.
No, he's a genius. He takes me back to the plastic Solveron expose of the Pigsley last year and all that sort of stuff that sparked the whole debacle and the breakups, which was, look, we retired from that game, screenshots and all that sort of thing. It's just too taxing.
Yeah.
But this guy is taking up the mantle, and this is what I think is a fantastic part of this community, because if you scratch deep enough and you scratch enough sores, pus, disease, flies come out. And what I found is that there was a moment there where he made the observation that Timmy saw genuine hatred and genuine contempt in Green Room during the Darling Harbour debacle. And he made an observation that if Timmy seemed to have found a point of weakness where he could exploit, and he could then drive a wedge even further between the Green Room and Archie, and potentially get Archie and to fall out with Green Room, because Archie's very easy to manipulate. Trust me, I know this. So I spend a lot of my waking moments trying to find ways to exploit that fact. But anyway, I digress. So it's a lot of fun there with Archie. Archie, we go at it and we have fun, and we always kiss and make up. Now I believe that Timmy has found a way to get in Green Room's ear. Say, listen, you want to be breaking up with Archie. You want to be coming over to me, have your revenge, become part of my panel, one of my regulars, one of my crew, like Diego has. Quite a few guys have come over. And I think that's where this has come from. I think the architect of this and the guy that the overreaching overlord is OC. OC is to Tim Wright what Bear is to Archie. And this one caught Bear by surprise, because by making Archie so publicly go against Green Room, effectively break up with Green Room, banning from the dungeon, all that sort of shit, he's made it easy for Green Room to walk away and walk over to Tim Wright's camp and become, because we've all seen Green Room slowly and surely become more close to Tim Wright, probably an age thing. And I think that the only problem is the fly in the ointment, so to speak, is the fact that Archie has admitted that they made a pact that Green Room has to be blocked from both sides. So that's why I believe behind the scenes we're going to see a lot of toing and froing. Tim Wright will soften. Green Room will come back to Archie, but slowly but surely, he will, as Diego likes to put it, cross the border into the Tim Wright camp. And it would be totally absolve Green Room and Tim of blame. It'll all come about from the Archie side, and it means that Green Room can then enjoy and be free to do whatever he wants for Tim, be part of that scene, part of that group, and there'll be no blame from Tim. There'll be no blame from OC. It'll all come from Archie because he'll be the one that will be shown to kick Green Room out. And I think that's ultimately what this Game of Thrones is all about. Wrestling some of the real talent from the Archie camp, pulling them into the Tim Wright camp and strengthening up Tim's numbers. And it's a very smart play. And kudos, hats off to OC. Respect us, sir. Respect us.
So I think I have some inside knowledge here from that camp, right? Because I commonly get kind of put into it. And ultimately, I'm a huge fan of Archie. Archie's the one that got me into this whole universe following him. It just so happens on the East Coast, when I'm done with work, you know, Arch is on, he starts, I'm still kind of at work. By the time I commute, you know, eat dinner, talk to my wife, and she kind of does her thing. It's very late in the show, and unless you know, something interesting's going on in the tail end, I typically won't jump on. And then when Tim starts his show, it's like a fresh page that you could jump into, you know? And that's where a lot of times I definitely seen Green Room join, and sometimes where Green Room slept in, he would come on Tim's show late or right from the beginning and kind of hang and have fun with us on there. I don't think, and I could be wrong because, you know, you're not part of everything, but I don't think OC's ever been in touch with him. I don't think Timmy, while he does help him sometimes here and there with certain things, I don't think he needed to push anything if he wanted him on the channel more. I think he was even giving Archie insight as to why he was pushing Green Room away, where Arch is always yelling that he's not doing enough, he's not stepping up enough, and, you know, kind of giving Green Room shit for not taking more of a leadership role in his channel.
Yep. I agree, actually, with what you're saying. I think all of it's extremely valid, and I think that if
and the one thing I would say about Tim, where Tim's found a lot of success lately, and this is kudos to the people who watch the stream. Someone on Archie's stream called this out really well. Is what Tim does really good is connect people together, and kind of do these meetups where there's multiple people meeting at the same time, and then you know, you create these friendships that kind of revolve around the channel, and there are people that come from, you know, different parts of America when they visit New York. Then he, you know, we'll do a meetup and we'll all go drinks or meet for dinner and stuff like that. And as you kind of connect more people that are in your universe, they become part of the panel. You have these experiences, you talk about it. It feels like there's something going on. And he has a lot of people in his camp, like a Pine Baron, someone called that, or like an OC, or like Q, for instance, right? Which was in that they have no problem picking up the tab for some of these things. And Tim ultimately, you know, benefits from that, and it becomes like this fun thing that's going on. And I think that's really what's been driving a lot of the new, or kind of the new look and feel of Tim's show, more than him having any ulterior motive or like this, you know, Game of Thrones approach to stealing.
Yeah, no, look, I was probably being a little bit dramatic. I don't think it's really an ulterior motive. I think I agree with this. I agree with the cock, and the the two guys working together is beneficial for both. Yeah. You know, people say, "Oh, Plastic Solve and all these guys." We just want to see classic old Archie. Of course we do, you know, but we also like the fact that a lot of the stuff between him and Tim is funny. And I've always said that Tim on Archie's stream is hilarious. I don't necessarily like to watch Tim on Tim's stream. I find that he's he's very broad on his stream. He's trying to bring a lot of different people together. He's appealing to different markets. Yeah. With Archie, he's himself. And I think he's funnier on Archie as a guest, and I prefer to watch him with Archie in that dynamic. But I do agree with what you're saying. It's more of he is connecting people. he's bringing them together, and he's creating a really good, strong network and channel. And I think that's fantastic. I think, look, if Green Room wants to break away, or if he wants to spend more time with Tim, then he should just go ahead and do it. But I also think maybe Green Room is that artistic sort of person that can't be controlled, does what he wants, doesn't want to.
That's ultimately what I think it is with
More
Green
about
Room. Just like when Dis was trying to interview him, he couldn't get a straight answer out of him, and he's kind of, throwing comedy and stuff. He's tough to control, and I think that's what Tim dealt with when he got them all wasted.
Now, I'm just going to find what I consider to be a smoking gun in this whole argument. And what I do think is an element of a guilt-free breakup. In other words, when you're with someone and you say, fuck, I've got to get out of this relationship, and you want them to do the breaking up, I'm going to find out what I think is the smoking gun. I'm just fast-forwarding it now. Just going to find it. So just bear with me, okay? I think that it's easy in this case for Green Room to be an agitator, make Archie explode. And what Archie should do, you just totally forgive and love Green Room, and give him some more freedom and space to come back to Archie and do those bits that he does really well.
As someone who loves the Archie channel and wants to see Archie successful, I couldn't agree with you more. I think Green Room provides such unique lifeblood there, and I think as a producer, when he's kind of working behind the scenes, has such great comedy timing, sense of what's funny, and knows how to really control the environment. I think he's a huge
Very
asset.
funny guy. He's very good.
Even when he's attacking you, you gotta admire it. I've been at the end of some of his ribbing, and I know you guys have been, and it's like he does it in a creative approach that's really
put some
funny.
work in, absolutely. A lot of research, a lot of background work, a lot of work putting up the slides, putting the content together. His last show is absolutely brilliant, The War Room. Absolutely brilliant.
Now, bear with me, guys. I found the smoking gun, and this is what I believe. I think it is an attempt to escape guilt-free the Archieverse. I'm not very good at this stuff because I'm part of the boomers. I don't have that natural ability to do screen shares. But here I go. I'm just going to do an attempt. Share screen. Chrome tab. Here we go. Is it brought it up?
Yeah.
Oh, it's coming. Yeah.
That Timmy, he's just that was a side of him that came out. He's haggling. Not haggling, but we'll get to that later. Now, I do need to apologise about something. I've just noticed Diego in the chat. I can't pull it up. Sorry about that. But I've just noticed Diego. Glad to see you're okay. If you're serious about the border crossing, let me know. I'll tell you what, Diego, I do. If there's one thing that the Shroom got wrong last night, it was what I said about Diego. That's the one thing I am here to apologise for. I made some very culturally insensitive comment to Diego about his heritage, and I am sorry for that. So that's the one.
That's code, guys. Okay. Diego made the successful border crossing. He crossed over. He is now firmly a Tim Wright fan and a wonderful contributor to the Tim Wright cause. And this was an attempt at a border crossing. Let's not think about going in from Mexico to the USA. Let's think more about going from east to west Germany. Okay, this is where this line should be. This is where the analogy should be drawn. Okay, so this is what I believe is the situation. Comment.
Yeah.
So you're saying this was a bit of a dog whistle of sorts, trying to let people know he's fully crossing over?
100%. 100%. Call me crazy. Hey, sure, maybe.
Yeah, I think we all are a little bit to be this into streams. I mean,
But why
sometimes.
not? Why
Yeah.
not? You get, you look. This is the way to get across. Archie explodes, kicks you off the team, tells you you're excommunicated. Get the fuck out. Gradually, you slowly worm your way back, behind the scenes, and find a place on the panel on the Tim Wright show, and all's forgiven. And then before you know it, Tim's got another wonderful contributor. And I think this could have been. Look, I say OC. OC is a genius. OC is he's a great producer. He's done for Tim what Bear, I guess, he's trying to do for Archie.
And if Tim would only listen to maybe 2% of what OC suggests, oh my God, he'd be light years ahead.
Hey, this is my take. Feel free to agree, disagree, call me crazy.
I just want to say to Boston Collector, he wrote, Green Room is annoyed because he has worked hard for Archie, but this was given the dungeon. He's pushed in the background. He's sat in the corner for an episode. He's frustrated with Archie. He might be frustrated with Archie, but I wasn't given the dungeon. Let's clear that. I was given access keys to the dungeon. What you are referring to is people said that Archie should give the dungeon
the whole channel.
The whole channel to Green Room, so he will manage it. He will be the owner. So just to make sure,
the admin of the channel and channel owner, and kind of what Archie gave to this, he had offered up to Green Room plenty of times before, and Green Room turned it down. He did not want to be paid for its work because he didn't want to be.
I'll be back, Jen. So just got to go do something quick.
Yeah. He didn't want to be beholden to doing anything, and a lot of times he came up with, or he offered him to do shows there and how do we get the War Room back. And previously he was doing a show at Boston, I don't know if you were following back then, called the War Room, where he was keeping tabs on the cartel and all the rival channels and shows that were going on, and really doing a great job of making like a mockumentary type Tucker Carlson of the Watch YouTube
boomers.
Yes, and going after the battle and the boomers. Right. And that show was really successful, and Arch was trying to get that back going, but for some reason he stopped doing that after the Royal Rumble. And I think ultimately the Royal Rumble kind of burnt him out because there was so much energy he put into that. I talk to him every now and again on WhatsApp, and I know during that time he was very burnt out with all the work he's been putting into that.
Mm-hmm.
And by the way, Boston's just following up with you.
Thanks for clarifying that. I was not negative of you. That was not a negative of you. I just think that Green Room was no job, and it probably annoys him that you are getting money from the dungeon and he is not.
He's turned it down plenty of times. I can't tell you, Boston, how many times people, I've seen it in the chats, are begging him to send them his PayPal so they can give him send money or contributions, because they know he's unemployed at the moment, and he refuses all of it. He's an artiste, my friend. Yeah, and that's where I'm going about the artist behavior. Like, some people just, it's not about the money with them. It's about the art, or it's about like what they're trying to get across. And I think that's what it is with him.
Green Room is extremely talented. He's very intelligent.
Very intelligent.
He has lots of skills, I think he's a huge asset for the community, and that's why I wanted him to come here now, but really I think we should do what's in our powers to bring him back to Archie, and not let this just fade away.
Yeah. So the leads in the chat, I'm gonna drop a link to the Rumble, because Leeds was saying he didn't know what we were referring to, and a few people probably don't either.
Hey, Lord.
Oh,
good to see
Lord, come on.
you. Yeah.
Hold on.
Dropping the link for Lord.
Would love to hear Lord's POV on this one.
Yeah, if Lord is updated with the. I wonder what he has to say. We have
Here
Lord.
we are.
Hello, Lord.
Welcome,
guys.
Lord.
How are you guys doing?
Lord,
We're
Plastic.
doing well,
hey,
sir.
my friend.
Is that a young Marlon Brando in that avatar, Lord?
Found a straw, guys.
Yeah.
Very
How are you
nice.
guys doing, man?
Strong jawline.
Yeah, a little. Mine is a little better, but this can do for the moment.
Very nice. No, we're all lamenting about what's going on with Green Room over the past week.
Yeah,
Or
look, I
couple days.
mean, Green Room is someone who is very exceptional. I think he wants to do it on his own terms. He wants to participate on his own terms. He doesn't want to be paid for it. He doesn't want to be in charge of anything. He doesn't want to be responsible in any official way on official terms. And that's the only thing I wanted to say, because I feel, some people who don't really understand the dynamics of the Archieverse are making all sorts of comments about this taking over the dungeon where Green Room should have taken it over. This didn't do anything of that sort. Green Room didn't want to be in a position to even similar to this, where he was running a regular show. And he could have been in charge of the whole enterprise, right? So let's not confuse things. And this has been doing great work on this channel in particular. So let's not cast any aspersions on that for something that is not even related to it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, I think that's a great summary, and couldn't agree with you more in terms of Green Room. And obviously, you've worked a bunch with Green Room when you were holding down the Arch show for a long time. And I think maybe you can relate to Green Room very much right now and what he's going through, because, I'm still, I say it all the time, very sad the way you kind of had to blow up and things went.
I didn't have a blow up. I am a victim of some orchestration that went behind the scenes, and I'm not gonna open that can of worms again, because it's just tiring.
All those who need to know, a quick issue, I'll just let everyone know. You made a vow if Bird Brain was to come back on the show, you wouldn't be. And Tim orchestrated a Bird Brain appearance on the show. Lord left. That's pretty much it.
Very simple summary. Very simple, very simple and clear summary. Hey guys in the chat, thank you for the love. And as Frank B said, Quincy Jones commented, as you know, saying that Marlon Brando and Richard Pryor were lovers, and people were so astonished by this. So they went to Quincy Jones's, Richard Pryor's widow, and asked. And she said, "Well, yeah, of course, they used to fuck each other, but Marlon at the time would fuck the heater and send it flowers in the morning. So it's it is what it is, guys. It is what it is."
Yeah.
Well, I think I agree with Plastic's assessment too. Although I would say Bear was the one who orchestrated that, and sometimes people give Tim a little too much credit. But what do I know?
Bear is Tim's lackey. Bear is a peon. Bear's a pawn. Tim is the actual head honcho. Bear wants to be big, but he's actually a very small man. That's why he can never be in charge.
He's a
I
super
respectfully
fan.
disagree.
He's a super fan. Bear is a super fan. He really is. He's a massive fan of the show, and he's a very
Yeah.
You've heard the squeaky wheel gets the oil. But Bear's the ultimate squeaky wheel fan. He rings Archie a lot. Archie responds, and But I have to agree with Lord that in this case, where it's him, I put a lot of it at OC. I think OC is genius. OC is a fucking genius, and I respect what OC does for Tim. I think it's amazing, and I don't have to like it, don't have to like Tim, but I respect it. And
Do you guys have you guys seen what's been going on social with OC's been making some accusations lately?
I haven't seen it. I haven't heard it. I haven't seen it. I've heard of the accusation. I've heard that there's something exposed by one of. I'm not going to even say who it is.
Yeah,
Starts with
same.
W. Yeah, but
I can pull
don't
it
know.
up. I'll pull it up. Let's
Yeah,
pull it up.
let's do it.
But I did notice he didn't call him out by like his handle or anything. He kept that ambiguous.
Okay.
So this is the post, the original post. As you can see, there's an image of a cute magician. And the text says, "The only magic trick you'll see is watching your money disappear. I call upon those with influence and integrity in the Global Watch community to do the right thing and shut down these scammers so we can steal another money from our friends and colleagues." And Paul Thorpe responds with shocked face. Then he carried on to post a few more. Oshin retweeted, retweeted.
That's fucking rich. From an alleged scammer and known con man, an anti-Semitic bigot, he's exposing other people for disappearing someone else's money.
Wait, is that you who commented on there, Young.Brando? Is that you, Lord?
Yeah.
Of course, it's me.
Oh, I didn't know that was your name on Instagram.
Pure projection from known scammer and anti-Semitic bigot Oyster O'Malley was recently exposed for trying to swindle Nico for more than 10K. You have replies there. Replies. Okay, let's go on. And there's another post. Possible reasons why someone might get kicked out of the Moda watch dealer group.
So I do have a little insight as to why now. Apparently, there were a couple of people who have contacted him trying to get their money back on advances that they gave or down payments that they gave and never received their watches. And some of them are more than a few thousand. Even though a few thousand would be terrible. I mean, I'd be out of my fucking mind if someone owed me a couple $1,000s. But some claim to have lost even tens of thousands. But ultimately, I think it's on to them to kind of come forward as well. And that's where those accusations will have a lot more bearings.
Yeah, the ones who come out of this clean are the ones who, didn't actively promote the business. And to be honest, I don't remember anyone actively promoting his business on any of the streams that I watch. So I guess we can say there's some solace there that I don't remember Archie promoting that particular person's business. I remember him saying who he was. So he didn't go, oh yeah, you got to go with this guy or whatever. So
yeah,
I think that due diligence,
Yeah, listen, at the end of the day, these streams are like anything else. You got to be careful. Like it's not a big barrier of entry, right? And a lot of people can pose to be whatever type of persona they want, and people could come on here throwing names around. And
I mean, I could put on a persona. I could be, I could be someone fake. I mean, but I'm who I am. I'm true plastic. This is you look in the phone book, and this is me. This is me. This is me.
And by the way, Plastic, I give you credit too, because you were someone who definitely always kind of ruffled the feathers of a potential person that could be the focus of some of those groups, and it's it speaks a lot to your character how you're not going after that one. I figured you'd be a dog with a bone with it.
I don't look at the socials, and also, at some point when someone's truly fucked, you just got to let it go, man. When someone's truly fucked, you got to let it go. You just can't go down that road when someone's in the trouble that they're possibly in.
Yeah,
it's just too much. I mean, in their own life, we look at things that happen. People get caught up in situations, and they become desperate. Why add to that?
Listen, I can only imagine how hard times are for a lot of these gray dealers, especially the smaller ones. Those are the guys that have those razor thin margins and probably, what is it, the old saying, borrowing from Peter to pay Paul?
Exactly. Creating Ponzi schemes. The big guys have got their house in order. They've got their shit together. The small guys who've jumped in late, who've bought stock at higher prices or try to get in the middle of deals and fuck things up.
Yeah.
Big Mitch.
I don't envy them.
Mitch!
Join the conversation, Mitch. Let's see what
Also,
Mitch has
Lord,
to
you're
say.
not buying this. If I'm reading your comment correctly.
I know OC's story actually. He has been at the end of a deal that
I know he also had a personal experience too, and
yeah,
I think
but as always,
surprises me. Lord, I just said that surprises me. That OC would have a personal story with that, an interaction with that person. I wouldn't.
Oh yeah, that's what started his whole tirade against that person.
That surprises a lot.
If I may just finish.
Sorry.
As you have said earlier, you are dealing with partial truths in this universe. So just because there's a truth to a certain story doesn't mean the narrative that's woven out of it is true. And the idea that somehow that people gang up on one particular character, whereas they platform someone who has done much nastier things on a regular basis and to many different. I mean, just go to www.defaulters.com and search with this character's government name, Ocean's government name, and you'll see that he's blamed for evading rent. So you platform that scammer on a regular basis, and you want to expose someone else for his scam. What's the point? Why are you choosing this person and not that? This is
the ultimate.
Yeah,
it's the ultimate flex, isn't it? Look at me. I'm as guilty as that person, but he's one in trouble. It's a flex. It's a flex. I can get away with it. You can't. It's a flex.
Yeah, and it's also a sleight of hand trick that
exactly
you see kind of often in that world. But yeah, no, you raise a good point, Lord. And I did see, someone respond to that, and his response was ultimately in the WhatsApp groups, because I don't think most of you guys probably seen this response too. Someone actually added person we were referring to, and his response was that people just bringing his name into drama because to have some drama, and ultimately this is Oshin's way of hitting him back for him standing by Nico and their falling out. So yeah, a lot of activity this past week. I tell you what, we thought the trip to Vegas when Tim went to go try to meet the cartel was a dumpster fire. So far, the trip down under is proven to be even worse, wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
Right, from an entertainment point of view, just listening to these tales and just some of these screen grabs and things. I find it all quite hilarious. It's great. It's great content. It's wonderful content.
Who I
Yeah,
feel bad
this-
for sometimes is Bondage and Evan too, because he's down there with his son and being in the mix on all this stuff could get
Yeah,
draining.
but Bondage is a big boy. He knows what he's getting into. He's
Yeah.
seen enough of AC3 to know what's going on. And obviously, he's giving his son a life education that you can't pay. You can't buy that sort of education. To mix these characters, see how certain people live and behave. You cannot fucking buy that, mate. That's
No,
Yeah.
you're probably right there. And he has the money to pull the ripcord anytime he wants to,
100%.
which is fair
100%. Yeah, no, I think no, he knows. He's always known. I mean, and, you know, you could see this coming. It's just been marvelous to watch.
This was that the final picture while they were on their way up to Archie's hotel room?
Yeah, that was the
That look is
final
amazing. I
picture.
gotta say.
Yeah, it's the final picture. This is green.
That looked like a man ready to do something horrible.
What I noticed about Green
Yeah.
Room, he's got very, very small ears. You can't see him there. It's pointed out to me by Sobron.
Yeah.
He said he's
Yeah.
got very, very small ears.
I've never noticed, but I tell you what, when they were in that bar, there was some girl who came over and her boyfriend had to actually claw her away. That slid right up to Green Room and was that's a woman who was chumming right up to.
What is the
Yeah.
material blondes? He had the blonde and he's got Blondie, and he's also got the Alabama Blondie. And now he's getting into the
Alabama
Aussie Blondie.
Blondie's Diego's neighbor, and she was Aussie Blondie. There's a whole Blondie universe going on. I don't know where the brunettes are in the watch community.
Don't get into that. Don't say that. We are just past the Women's Equality Day, so maybe you can now. It's past midnight here.
So this
How's
is,
everything been going with you, Lord? We haven't spoken in a minute.
Thanks, Luce.
Yeah, it's splendid. Things are going really well.
Yeah, I catch his stream sometimes. Man, that Eric Wynn stream he did was amazing.
Let's just see that again.
Great
Thank you.
guy.
Yeah, I love this.
Okay,
This is comedy gold.
it still smells like pulled pork. We just had a wonderful meal. Oh, we've got the Dubai expat. You know the Dubai expat? He makes very interesting videos. Okay, Archie, you think you're going to get away from my camera? I don't think so. Oh, that's too fucking bad, Archie. That's too bad.
This is amazing. This is amazing. Let's go back. Let's analyze it.
Bad, Archie. That's too bad.
This is the
By the
point where
way-
you snap.
Yeah.
That's too bad.
Yeah. And then he calls him Old Queen.
Yeah, chill out.
Yeah.
Bro. What? Fucking hell.
Why involved in that?
The stream's
Cancel,
over.
give it a
Cancel.
Cancel.
Okay, guys.
What?
Guys, we've just been
Yeah, what
assaulted.
And then you'll see Tim trying to act like the screen was really cracked,
Actually, this is-
which I'm sure was going to evoke another fundraiser.
I can't believe that just happened.
Holy shit.
Whoa.
Oh, the man we've been waiting for.
Sirocco.
Hey, Sirocco.
Who's been waiting for you? Don't interrupt this comedy gold.
Yeah, chill out, man. Settle down, you old queen. Settle down. Settle down. Have a settle down. I have a cry, have a whinge, have a sook.
Come on, man. Trump.
Play it again. Play it again.
Let's see the good part. Wait, where is it?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, chill
Yeah. Okay.
See that? What?
Yeah.
Fucking
How
hell.
am I involved in
The
that?
fuck, the stream's
Cancel.
over.
Give another cancel.
So, who did we lose? We lost someone.
Lolex, I think Lolex
Oh, yeah.
took way out of the panel.
Ah, okay. So yeah, Sirocco, how are you doing? Good to see you.
I'm well. I just been out and come back, and I saw this was happening, and I thought, well, okay, that's cool. This is running the show, $35 an hour. Well done. Or is it 25?
Well, actually,
Oh, that's only on the Archie show.
what?
Is that only on the Archie show, or is that on the dungeon as well?
So yeah, I was gonna tell a secret because so nobody's watching. I'm only paid for the Archie show, but we are talking about the dungeon as well. I did some
Okay.
pilot shows, and I'll get paid for that too.
I think if
Good.
you can nail down a regular spot, because then I think that's fair. I mean, a gig is to keep it churning. I think is what Archie really needs. To get some ROI in this investment. And we got super chat.
Super chat. This
Big
super
Mitch.
chat. This.
Big Mitch, $10. Don't forget, guys. Tune in to see Lord and myself power rank and analyze the top 20 adult film star of the past decade.
Ooh.
But it's
Yeah.
this is something that we have been working on behind the scenes. I'm not sure if we will realize it or not, but it's very promising. I propose to call it hot horology, spelled the wrong, the
Oh,
wrong
I like it. WH.
yes, of course.
Very nice.
Yeah.
I mean, as you know, Joe is a well-renowned expert in that particular field, so I defer to his knowledge and expertise.
Much like Eric Wind is a certain influencer in the vintage watches.
Yes, you can. I mean, but be my guest. I won't be drawing that parallel, but.
Oh, Y2K.
This year I've been working hard and genuinely. I also hope you take good care of your health, good sir. You know what they say: no health, no wealth. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Curly is asking a very important question. I will do the male porn star top 10, and Joe, according to his own sexual proclivities, he will do the female.
Where do you rate yourself in the top 10, Lord? Where do you rate yourself in that top 10?
Depends. If you want, you can watch my performance for a small fee, and you'll decide for yourself.
My eyes.
Yeah, you can just sit in the corner, Sirocco, and
Yeah,
might just pass on that.
So,
Sirocco, yeah,
go for it. This
we both want to know what is your take on everything.
Oh God. Yeah. Look, that phone incident.
Yeah.
Archie was on the phone. I think I'd be the fucking same. Someone walks around and I'm trying to make a phone call and someone shoves a camera in my face. I think I'd get pissed off, to be honest.
And it did appear like he was on the phone with his wife to make it even worse.
Absolutely. Well, he said so on a couple of occasions. I've watched a couple of replays since then, and I saw a little bit of this morning's show, and he said so on a number of times. He said, you got me 95% of the time or whatever it is. Let me have a fucking phone call. You shoved a phone in my face. I told you to get away. What do you expect? I'd be pissed.
Mm-hmm.
It's about all.
I kind of agree. Yeah.
Yeah, so Art said the hotel incident was the third strike. So he took that incident we just seen as strike number one. Strike number two was they did a follow-up stream, I think the next day when they were in the hotel, and Archie either went to the bathroom or downstairs to meet a fan to bring him up or have lunch with him. And apparently Green Room had went to go into his browser history and was threatening to like look at his browser history and announce what was in the history, and he didn't find that funny and thought that was pretty invasive. And
What that is, why would you go in
yeah,
someone else's?
I agree.
Bullshit. That's absolute fucking bullshit. Yeah, 100%. You know, this is entertainment. AC3 is about entertainment. Let's be fair, but there are boundaries. And one is, you know, guy's on the fucking phone to his wife, leave him alone. Number two, you don't go in fucking personal space like a fucking someone's laptop, private laptop. Fuck me dead. That's just wrong.
That's it. This is it, guys. Green Room's immature. He lacks social skills. You know, he's a smart guy, intelligent, great on the stream, but he's an immature guy and he lacks the social awareness of some other people. And he's just out of his depth in that situation. And throw a few drinks in there, and he made a goose of himself. You know, in Australia, we've got a couple of tests. We've got the no dickhead test, and we've got the good bloke test. And on this trip, Green Room failed both. I mean, Archie's a good bloke because he fucking gave him so many chances. You know, he kept his hand out and helped look after him. And you know, in my eyes, Tim's done the right thing by calling the guy and staying on the phone with him. I mean, but you know, Green Room will learn from this, and next meetup he won't be so personally invasive. You just learn from it.
I think he just pushed it way too far. I mean, I've been championing for another shot for him. I to be clear, I do think what he did was 100% wrong, totally uncalled for. I think he was a little too excited, and you know, from my POV and having talked to Green Room behind the scenes and stuff, it does seem like he's probably a quiet kid who's not that socially interactive, and you know, he's found a place on these streams where he has a nice social outlet, and I think meeting them in person, you know, you get excited and you want to perform for the streams where he has fans and people are expecting him to do some crazy stuff. And, you know, Bear made a very good analogy where he keeps referring to Green Room as the Andy Kaufman of the Archieverse. And I think that is a good analogy because he's someone who's always pushed that edge and, you know, would get people to hate him just as much as love him. And I think throwing some alcohol, anyone who does 4 to 5 shots within 15 minutes after drinking beer, then drinking champagne, all that stuff, you know, you're going to be out of your freaking mind.
Whoever fed the booze to it probably knew this as well.
Yeah, exactly. And look, the alcohol defense doesn't work for murder. It doesn't work for any other crime. It never works. You can't say I was drunk. Let me, you know, off the hook. He's got to learn from this big time because you know the problem is it's been played out all over social media. It's been played out all over the world. Most people can make a fucking cunt of themselves, right? And it's amongst their few close friends and family. Nothing. Then they get a smack around their head and they say, "Don't fucking do that again, mate," or I'll smack you in the mouth, you know. And he's had this play out in what's probably worse for the kid. You know, it's all over the fucking tubes, mate. You know, so he's got to learn from this and decide if this is what he wants to do moving forward. But I don't think he'll do this again, mate.
Jim.
Hey, Shot.
Hey, Shot. Hey, man.
Been a while.
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
Welcome back.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just need to take a step back and just not be on the tube for too long.
The Undertaker, welcome.
G'day, guys.
Hey.
G'day, getting some names haven't seen in a while. How are you guys been?
Yeah.
I've been okay. Just rounding out the end of the summer.
Very nice.
So this comment is interesting. From what I read, AC3 said $1,000 all's forgiven. He wants the pen from Tim for free, and so he wants either a cut of Tim's super chats or a couple of streams where there's some big donations. He say, put this towards the pen. I think he just doesn't want to pay for that Mont Blanc pen.
Yeah, so he had said today $1,200. They will leak the footage of Green Room's attack in the hotel room, the full footage ahead of the movie, and Green Room will be forgiven and allowed back.
Yeah.
I don't like that. I don't think they should.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not sure. I don't think they should release this footage, If there was a trial or something, then yeah, maybe. But nobody should see Green Room in the in the state that it is been, I think.
Yeah,
unless he approves of it.
Exactly. They wouldn't release it unless Green Room approves it. And I know, knowing Green Room, and he just seems to love this shit, he would just say, yeah, fuck it. It's whatever. It's for him, it would be, I think he'd find it entertaining on a few levels.
Yeah.
I can't lie. I'm dying to see if it's as out of control as they made it sound. Or
I like Green Room, but like most of you already said, he's socially awkward.
I found, guys, that every time someone says there's an incident, there's footage of someone, or say Green Room, Archie throwing the camera down, stuff like that, and I hadn't seen it, I imagine what it would be like. Then I found a link to that Marcelo Reddit screen, right? Marcelo Reddit has got all this stuff, and now it's back on the tubes. And it was exactly as I thought it would have been. So I think a lot of this stuff isn't being exaggerated. I think, as Archie explained this morning, would have been how it all went down. And I think that it was a squabble between mates, and it got out of hand, and a few warning calls were made, and but they'll all be best buds again soon. I don't think there's a problem.
Yeah,
that's my hope as well. And you know what else I hope? I hope somehow we can create a bridge to bring Lord back to the AC3 show.
He won't, because Bird Brain comes on every now and then. Plus, Lord can't stand Tim.
Yeah, there's no way back, man.
I'm just happy you still visit the dungeon.
If Tim is out, I will take his place happily. But other than that, there's no way back in. There's no reason for me to expend any energy in a place where I'm not respected or paid. So,
yeah. I hear you. That's the way I feel sometimes. I'll deal with the disrespect if I'm paid for it, but not for free, right?
Exactly.
Like, how much bullshit can you afford, right?
Yeah.
That's a good way to put it.
Amazing. Well, guys, it's almost 3:45 here in the morning, so I got to cash in my chips, but just wanted to check in with everyone. I've been going through a rough week of work, so haven't been on the streams, but been watching, as you can tell, and good to catch up and talk shop with everyone.
Yeah, sorry to hear you've only made $2 million this week instead of the $3 million you normally make. It's all good.
Please, I'm a salaried employee. I'm still dealing with the reality of what I spent on that AP. I looked at my Amex bill this week and was like, Jesus Christ, I gotta freaking get on the.
It's gotta hurt, mate. It's gotta hurt.
Yeah, that's what I kept telling myself last night. The wise words. All right, have a great night, everyone. Take care.